Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Purdue's offense is on the field for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. A run for the quarterback. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Golden Gophers offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Brown will throw it. He lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Minnesota!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They go to the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On third down, he drops to throw. He lost one down the sideline. Picked off.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Brown wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. On the run, deep down the right side. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Looking for a man, it's Burns. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot.
Touchdown, Minnesota! Fit it in the window for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. We reached the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Back to pass, it's Burns. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Finds his man down the middle. Bust through behind his pad. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Boilermakers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking down the middle. Touchdown, Purdue! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. It's a much-needed line for this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Quarterback may change this route. Brown will throw it. He's got it. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's caught inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. And the Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Hauls it in. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Here's the handoff. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Instead send the tight end in motion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Gets it out fast. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. And the Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Burns. Rushes on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Rolling right and going deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They get to the line quickly. Brown wants to pass. Extending the play. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's picked off turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver.
Hey, hustle! Hustle!
They're going to test the right side with this one. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Now facing a third and long. Brown will throw it. On target. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
Deep shot for the end zone. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
It's on target and complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll keep it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire, and a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008.
Scanning the field, it's Burns.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Rides the back and leaves it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The give to the left side. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Quickly to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Now from inside the red zone. Right on the money. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Check.
They'll try to run for it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, force the 2nd down and goal.
Brown wants to pass. He's got the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Going to the running game. Shakes off the defender. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling